And welcome to another casual stream with your boy Brian, the casual Brian. You know me. You know who me. You know who me be. You know who I is. Yeah, so it's Monday, a beautiful day. Sorry I was out most of last week. I am getting over a cold, and the problem is I'm feeling much better, but the more I talk, the more I cough. So, to try to kind of heal my vocal cords, which were destroyed from the insanely violent coughing that I was doing, I just decided to take a break. So, you know what it is. We're going to go through some anime talk. We're going to go through some tweets, discuss what we find on Twitter because Twitter is a treasure trove for discussion. But before I do any of that, let me say this. If you're not following me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, or YouTube, please be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, hit the plus sign, whatever it is, so you can stay along. We're here every day having a conversation. Unless I'm sick, then I have to take off. But we're here every day, making it happen. You know what I mean? Let me just move this so I don't get demonetized like I did last time. YouTube was like, oh, more than 15 seconds of video demonetized. I was like, oh, come on, YouTube. Come on, YouTube. Stall me out, YouTube. But yeah, so before I get into all that, um, I want to discuss something. Maybe some of you know, maybe some of you have seen it. I have a viral video going out. And if you don't know, in addition to being a content creator, I'm also a social media manager and consultant. What does that mean? Okay, well, with the managing, it means that people have accounts and I manage them. What is management? It's strategy, creative, and execution. So I look at someone's page, I say, what's the best way to spread the awareness for this person's page? It is, or what kind of product they have, or what kind of service they're offering. We come up with creative strategies to put out content. Now, being a manager means I either execute it or I have somebody that I tell to execute. So I either have one of my employees or one of if it's a company and they have in-house, then I will guide them. Now, that's where you start to get into consulting, which is what I want to really do more of because posting for people, there are pluses and minuses, pros and cons, if you will. The pro is I have a very insanely flexible schedule. And because I've gotten banger results, I tend to have great clients who let me do what I want to do and to a certain extent, and they don't give me a hard time. So what's up? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for coming by. Um, but you're on call always. You're always on call. And no matter where I go, like this year I went to Portugal and I was posting. I had to find reliable internet. Everywhere I go, I have to find internet to make sure I'm posting. Now I have somebody that helps me and I can get help, but even still, I have to try to make sure that they have all the assets and stuff. And the thing about consulting is consulting also allows you to be more conceptual. What's my dream car? This is an interesting question. I was for the longest time a Tesla guy. I'm always tech. I'm always like, what's the newest thing? And not just for the sake of what's new. I just think that I'm obsessed with technology and what's coming. Like I was one of the first people to get an iPhone. As soon as I saw the iPhone, the commercial for the iPhone, I was like, this is the future. This is where we're going. And I was excited for it. And fast forward, let's say 20 years, the iPhone is how I make my living. I'm on my iPhone right now. Most of my content I use an iPhone for. I have a camera, a nice camera. I have a very nice laptop, but I do all my editing on my iPhone. So I say all that to say Tesla. But now I'm really, really into some of the newer models that they're making with Ford. Some of the new Fords are pretty dope. Um, I, I I have a soft spot in my heart for Range Rovers. And I think that if I do get a car, it would probably be a Range Rover. We love a short king. Well, I wouldn't call myself short. I would just say I'm not tall though. But I don't know. I'm like 5'10", 5'11". I don't know if that's short. I'm like a solid 5'10", 5'11". I never knew that that wasn't like the thing because everyone in my family is like 5'6", 5'7", and shorter. So for me being 5'10" and 5'11", I'm like the tall guy. And even at school and stuff, it wasn't until I got to New York and I started dating in New York that I realized 5'10", 5'11" is not that tall. There are some very gorgeous, tall women in the world, and the struggle is real. It wasn't even when I started dating in New York. It was when I got on Bumble. I got on Bumble, and then I started meeting up with people. And when I met up with them, they're like, you're not that tall." I'm like, "What are you talking about? You are just a very tall woman." So anyway, Range Rover, and do I hate 69 the rapper? Why y'all trying to get me demonetized? Why y'all trying to mess with my thing? Oh, speaking of Bumble, look at that. How crazy is that? We're talking about Bumble, and I just got a Bumble notification. That's very out. Is 6'2" the tall end of normal or the short end of tall? I think 6'1" and up, you're a tall person. You know what I mean? You could play basketball. Maybe 6'2" is the cutoff. You might be right. 6'2" might be the cutoff. It's I don't know. I think it also matters if you're male or female, because I feel like 6'2" is a tall male, but an extremely tall female. You know what I mean? That could be me. I could be biased. So anyway, getting back to this post. So I do social media consulting, and this last week, actually, I think it was 2 weeks now ago, I made a post and it's gone crazy viral, like stupid viral. It's still going right now. Like I am absolutely blown away by how viral this post is going. And actually that same week I had a post on TikTok that went viral. On TikTok, it got, I want to say, 1.3 million views, talking about the ramen guy for Naruto. If that's how you found me, shout out to the ramen guy. He was not a fan of Naruto. But yeah, so this video though, it's kind of showing me some things. Gary, if you follow Gary Vee, he's been talking about how we're moving from a place where it's all about your followers and how many followers you have to can you create moments. And that's what it is. That's what I'm learning from this viral post. It's all about, can you create moments? Can you create viral moments? Um, if you can create a viral moment, then you can you can create a community around it. It's not so much about you anymore. It's about, you know, can you make moments? Can you provide value? And so for me, my value, generally speaking, is entertaining. I want to be entertaining. I want to have fun because I have fun making creative posts. So anyway, it's been exciting. My page is coming up on quadrupling, which is insane. Um, it mostly lives on Instagram. People have told me they've seen it in other places, which is cool, but it also sucks because some people hit me up, some people credit me, and then some people have just posted it. And but I'm thankful. You know what I mean? Like, a lot, there's people that post and post and post and they never get a banger. And so for me to have this moment, I'm just very thankful. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So with that being said, I think that this is the perfect time to segue into some Twitter tweeting, twatting things. Right. So the first thing is, who's the best new gen MC, anime or manga? Okay. So you can't see. This is what I'm talking about. You can't see. But the list is Mob Psycho, Shinra. I don't know this guy. He's like a convenience store. Deku, Thorfinn, uh Boruto. Boruto, sorry. I said it weird. I don't know who this person is either. I don't know who this person is Itadori, um, Dabi, I think is his name, Senku, and Asta. For me, I really like Shinra a lot, but for me, Mob Psycho, this no one has the character development as Mob. Mob is one of the dopest anime characters of all time, and he has great character development. That's something that a lot of these animes don't really have. You know what I mean? They have good anime, good animation, and you know, great music, great color palette, great sound design, and all that stuff. But the characters don't really develop. They just get stronger, and that's something that people I think confuse sometimes. Getting stronger is not character development, which is why I say Goku is not one of my favorite anime characters. He's cool. He's one of the coolest anime characters. His transformations are legendary and iconic. But Goku is the same as he was when he started, and let's say from Dragon Ball Z, because obviously as a child he's not gonna be the same as he was as a child, even though he pretty much is that same person. He pretty much is still that same child. But from the moment he was an adult to now, Goku is pretty much the same exact person. Whereas if we look at somebody like who's a character, who's an MC, really you got to get outside of Shonen Jump because Luffy's pretty much the same, slight growth. Naruto is pretty much the same, slight maturity. Um, Deku, Deku's changed actually a lot. I love what they did with Deku. I, for the life of me, don't understand why people hate on My Hero. It's just such a great anime. It's such a good animation. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know, man. It's a good animation. Something interesting that happened too is this morning I got up and I looked on Instagram, and Gordon Ryan, his Instagram was banned. He was banned off. He has a 1 month ban off Instagram. It's an interesting thing, man. Like, I get why some people get bans. I just don't love it. You know what I mean? I rather I feel like when you ban people, you're taking the onus off people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like can't one of my biggest pet peeves with cancel culture is it takes the burden off the people. If the people want change, they'll stop buying it. Just like now. People are not rocking with Kanye because they felt like what he said is too much. That's how it should be. If you if you like what Kanye says, then you can support him. If you don't like what he says, then you don't have to support him. You know, the people have gotten too lazy. We have gotten too lazy as a people. We want somebody else to do the hard work for us. Cancel them. Take away their platform. And that's another thing. They want to kind of extend their opinion out past their circle of influence. And that's not cool either. I'm not a big fan of that. That's just my thing though. What's the worst anime I've watched? I would say the worst anime I've watched, even though it wasn't a bad anime, Goblin Slayer. It just what it was about was just brutal. I was like, man, this is a tough anime to watch. You know what I mean? It was just like, dang, my guy. And if you don't know what Goblin Slayer is about, I would just say watch the first episode of Goblin Slayer, and then you'll know everything about what it's about, and you can decide. Let me do some EQing on this mic. Sorry, my mic is just not. It's not giving me. It's not giving. It's not giving. It's not giving. There it is. Mic gain. Turn the mic gain up a little bit. Yeah. Ooh. Sorry. All the people on TikTok, you're not getting the benefits of this goodness, of this goodness. Ooh, man. Put a little bit of compression on this thing too. Hit it with a medium compressor. Bam. Gotta love this mic. This mic is actually really good. I'm gonna figure out because I have two outlets, so it's definitely possible for me to send a signal to my phone and to the stream. And so when I do that, you better be ready, TikTok, because it's gonna be going down. Yeah, I would say Goblin Slayer is one of the worst animes I've watched. From an enjoyment standpoint, I'd say Beastars probably was the worst. I just really didn't like it. And I still finished it. I should have stopped. I should have just stopped watching Beastars because I really didn't enjoy it. But I just felt like it had so much hype. Maybe the end would have been enough to make it good, but it wasn't. It was not enough. It was not even close to enough. It was a terrible, terrible, terrible anime. And I'm just so sad that I watched the whole thing. But I didn't watch the second season, so I learned my lesson. I would love to see a fight between them, Uchiha Itachi and Uchiha Madara. Madara would body him. It wouldn't even be close. What are you talking about? Drop a video that gives a preview of your costume. I don't have one. Your last save anime. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we got anything. Close your eyes and try to type the name of your favorite anime character. That would be next to impossible because my favorite anime character is Urahara Kisuke. Actually, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it right now. Hold on. Oh my god, this is gonna be fun. Okay, Urahara Kisuke. Let me get it. All right. Urahara Kisuke. I wrote Urahata Kusuke. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. What? Invite to join live. Uh-oh. We got some more comments. One Piece is indeed number one. One Piece is my favorite anime. Who's your favorite character in One Piece? This goes for everybody. For YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Who's your favorite One Piece character? If you haven't seen One Piece, oh my God. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. We have a hot take, ladies and gentlemen. We have a hot take. Unlike One Piece, Hunter x Hunter don't need 4,200 episodes to get good. First of all, why does everybody say that? One Piece started off good. It got better. We got to be mutuals. You know what? I'm down for it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Boom. Mutuals. So this person says that Hunter x Hunter is better than One Piece. Now look, I'm not gonna go off on a Hunter x Hunter rant. I could. It's a great anime. It's a great anime, but people get a little carried away. Okay? People get a little carried away with Hunter x Hunter, all right? Hunter x Hunter is a top 25 anime, possibly top 20, possibly. It's nowhere near, it has nowhere near the consistency of One Piece. That's the thing about One Piece. Everyone talks about how long it is, but it's long and consistent and it's good and it gets better. It's long, consistent, good, and gets better. And it hasn't fallen off yet. Yes, Dressrosa was long. Yes, Wano was long, but it was long and good. Pause. And the thing about that's another thing too. Hunter x Hunter is not coming back. The manga is coming back. They're not gonna bring back the anime. It's just the manga. And I don't know if you've read the manga, but man, it is sloppy, man. I'm not a fan. For me, like I was good. I was good when the Chimera Ant arc finished. All right, that was beautiful, a work of art, a masterpiece. We don't need to go on. So just stop with this cap. Hunter x Hunter is nowhere near the level of One Piece. It's just it's casually ridiculous to even suggest it. And this cough is awful. This is why I was off last week, because this cough is just, oh no. They said the anime is coming back because they were. Oh wow! So they're bringing the anime back as well. That's dope. That's cool. I mean, I'm happy. I like Hunter x Hunter. I just I get tired when people talk about that. Now, this is an anime that more people need to watch. Fire Force is so good, and like nobody watches it, and it breaks my heart. Testing your knowledge. Who is the strongest? Now, this is interesting. So we have, what's his name? The guy from God of High School, Rimuru, Goku, and I have no idea who this is at the bottom. So she's definitely not going to be the strongest. I don't know who she is. She could be the strongest. Yeah, because statistically, people watch anime rather than read the manga. Well, something that I found out is that they actually, the animes are made to sell the manga. I always thought, I don't know what I thought. I always thought that the anime was the peak, the main thing that they wanted, but it's actually the manga. Animes only exist to sell the manga, which is crazy. Which is why, like, you know, Bleach, they wrapped up the manga and then they wrapped up the anime. They didn't even finish it out because they're like, well, if the anime is done, or if the manga is done, then there's no reason for us to make the anime. Demon Slayer has changed the game though, because Demon Slayer has been done for a minute and people are still buying new copies and they love every new season that comes out. So I think Rimuru is the strongest based off this list. I think he would destroy everybody. I know Dragon Ball Z fans are going to be like, no, Goku solos everybody. Goku doesn't solo everybody. He can't. Stop. Nobody solos everybody. The only person close to soloing everybody would be like Mob. You and your second app. Oh, we're back to this. Rank the big 3 MCs. Oh, this is another good one. Now I'm gonna do. I gotta remember. Let me share this so I can remember to come back. I get a lot of heat from this, but I think that it's clear. It's not. I don't even think it's close. I think if you're gonna rank the big 3 MCs, it's clearly Luffy, Naruto, and then Ichigo. Ichigo's the worst MC. I hope he does. I mean, the way they forced Kubo to end Bleach was a tragedy. He was building that arc up so beautifully, and then they forced him to quit, and it just sucked. The ending was terrible. The ending was absolute trash. And I know it's not his fault because the pace and where he was sending it and setting it, it was amazing and brilliant. And it's actually getting a little bit too dark. So give me a second. I'm gonna go turn on my light so I'm not sitting in the dark. There we go. Walk in the light. Beautiful light. Yeah, I'm trying something new. Normally I go live around 5, but instead of going live at 5, today I went live at 4:30ish, 4:40 around that time. Also, I'm staggering it too. That's a new thing I'm trying. So I go live first on TikTok and then I come over and do it because they suggest that you go live for an hour. No way your boy's going live for an hour, but I'm gonna try for 40 minutes. That's my goal. I'm aiming for 40 minutes. So we're halfway there. Whoa, we're halfway there. What a good song. So yeah, again, my big 3 list is Luffy, Naruto, and Ichigo. And this is why. I think that you could say Luffy and Naruto have a very similar goal to be the best, essentially. Um, I like Luffy's reason better. You don't got a stream key yet. What's a stream key? Which probably means no. But that might be another name for something. So yeah. But yeah, Luffy and Naruto, they both want to be the best. You know, Naruto wants to be acknowledged though. And I feel like that's a good lesson. You shouldn't want to do it for other people. Do it for yourself. Be the Hokage because you want to be the Hokage, not just so that people will acknowledge you. Luffy don't give a crap about what anybody thinks about him. He just wants to be the freest. He wants to be the Pirate King because he wants to be the Pirate King. And that's dope. That's why we should all aspire to be like Luffy, the man, the GOAT, the legend himself. Now Ichigo, the reason why he's the least is because he just reacts. He doesn't want anything in particular. Doesn't really want to be stronger. He has to get stronger so that he can save somebody. And it's great. This admirable. All respect to somebody willing to sacrifice themselves or put their line for others. That's great. But if we're looking at an MC as somebody who should be a role model, a hero, then I don't think I don't love reactionary MCs. I don't love people who just respond to everything. So yeah, that's my list. I think it's pretty standard. Some people, some people, I don't know why Dragon Ball Z fans insist on inserting Dragon Ball into every conversation. It's like, what's your favorite in the big three? And then they put Goku, Naruto, Ichigo. Dragon Ball Z is not a part of the big three, and it's not. I keep saying this. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. It's not a popularity contest at all. It's not a knock on Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball just it's before. You could say that Dragon Ball influenced the big three. It's better than the big three. Without Dragon Ball, there would be no big three. All of that is fine. But it is not part of the big three. The big three is One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto. The big three is One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto. That's it. Period. Period. And even if you added Goku, he would be right after Ichigo, probably. All Goku cares about is fighting and fighting strong people. It's boring. That's very boring. I feel like, a lot of people get upset when I say that Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and the whole franchise doesn't compare to like modern anime, and it doesn't. The stories just are better. The stories and the characters and the reasons and the whys are better nowadays. Back in the day, it was just you could simply say, "I want to be strong," and little boys are like, "Yeah, I want to be strong too. Kick his butt." Nah, that's cool, man. But nowadays we all want a little bit more of a better story. Speaking of crappy anime, Beastars. Not me, my guy. Not me. Beastars was a weird anime. Did anyone else think that Beastars was a weird anime? It was just a weird anime, and it never landed. I'm okay with stuff being weird as long as it settles. Like in jazz music, we have a thing where it's like dissonance creates greater um release. So if you're building the music and it's tense and it's awkward and it's like it's uncomfortable for the listener, but then you get to the point where it makes sense and it sounds like something that they can relate to. That's good. Tension and release. That's what we call it. Tension and release. There was no release in Beastars. It just stayed weird the whole time through. And I didn't enjoy it. And I wouldn't recommend it. What do y'all think about Kanye? You think he's gone? You think we gotta let him go? Got to give him over to the dark side? I feel sorry for that guy, man. I feel like, and not just him, all celebrities, man. It's hard being a celebrity. You know, I mean, everybody you meet, you don't know if they care about you, if they like you, if they really give a crap about you. Everything that you do, you don't know if it's good. How could you know if something? How do you even know if something's good once you become like that big of a star? Everything you suggest, everything you put out, everyone around you can be like, yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that's dope. You gotta have. That's why it's like, man, you gotta have like some homies in your corner before you blow up. You know what I mean? Like, even to the point where I would say, if you blow up and you don't really have close friends, I would go back to your like old elementary or whatever. Find some people that you knew before you were famous that you could hopefully trust to keep it real. That's what I mean. Most of the people that we see implode in life, they just can't keep it real. This is awful. These are some of the dopest characters though in Bleach. Urahara Kisuke Aizen, Sosuke Aizen, Kuchiki Byakuya, Grimjaw Jack, Jaga Jack. That's pretty good. That was some pretty good pronunciation. I've been working on my Japanese. I've been studying, yo. I mean, Spanish during the day, Japanese at night. Speaking of, it's 5, so I gotta write my kanji out. I'm working on my kanji. You gotta start with the basics. A, I, U, E, O. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa, Brian desu. Casual Brian desu. Uh-huh. So HBO now has Cartoon Network, DC, and HBO, and Adult Swim. Although it's weird. Like, oh my god, that reminds me. I forgot that Rick and Morty, the new Rick and Morty's out. Oh my gosh. The new Rick and Morty is a banger. If you haven't seen the new season of Rick and Morty season 6, check it out. It's really, really good. Really good. Popular characters I dislike. What? What? Wait, was one of those? Oh, I thought that was Nafumi. It's you know. How can you not like you know? He's basically Sasuke light. Oh my gosh, I wish y'all were looking at my thread right now. Have you got it? Expanding access to the community tab. I don't have more access to the community tab, and it sucks. I want more access to the community tab. Give me more access, YouTube. Give me some access, YouTube. Demon Slayer getting a new season 3 anime trailer on December. Yo, people really get hyped for the trailers to anime. I'm like, that's just the trailer. Why are you so excited? Get excited for the anime. People get excited for just like the visuals that they drop as promotional material. I'm like, bro, just chill out. Hmm. Sorry, I'm like doing some ASMR on the microphone. My cough drops. These cough drops, man, saving me. Halls, if you're looking to sponsor somebody, I'll take a sponsorship. I will take a sponsorship. I'm thinking about starting a Discord, by the way, too. Let me know if you think I should start a Discord. I get excited when McDonald's releases new menu items too. I don't eat McDonald's that often. It's kind of like a guilty pleasure. Once a month, maybe. That's even too much. Maybe like once a quarter. You know? And this is my real guilty pleasure. All right. So anyone that listens to this, don't judge me. I love the McRib sandwich. And I will eat the McRib for all my life. I'll never stop eating the McRib. It is delicious, and anyone who says it is not is lying or hasn't tried it. The McRib is one of the most delicious sandwiches of all time. The only thing that makes me sad about it is that they take it away. Oh yeah, I could easily eat 2 McRibs in one sitting. Easily. It wouldn't even be hard. I don't do it. I don't know if I could do it anymore. So I've recently lost a lot of weight. I used to be 228. Now I am 187. So, and I did that by cutting my portions in half. So I don't know if I could eat 2 McRibs. But you know, every now and then I'll eat like a big meal and I'm fine. Maybe if I did it like right after training jujitsu, I can man right after jujitsu I can eat anything. I can eat anything. I don't get as much politics on my page as I used to. That's kind of sad. What are you doing now? I am streaming. It's kind of fun being on Twitter and going live. Can you eat 2 in one setting? You know what else I love? This is a crazy story too. So when I went to China for the first time, I did a tour in China for 1 month, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of crazy time, a lot of crazy stories. But the diet didn't really agree with me because over here I have a very small amount of food that I eat. And so if you might not know this, but if your body is used to getting nutrition from a certain type of food, you can't change it. You know what I mean? Like you have to gradually change it, and then even still, you might need to take supplements or whatever to make up. So anyway, my body was struggling. I lost 50 pounds. 50 pounds. It might be 40. I don't remember my starting weight, but I got down to like 130 something. I looked awful. I looked awful. So what I realized, I had to start eating more American food. So I started going to like KFC and McDonald's, and that was the first time I ever had uh, a Big Mac in my life. I could not believe how good it was. I was angry. I was pissed at the world because I had never had a Big Mac up until that point, and it was so delicious. And now I always eat Big Macs. When I go to McDonald's, that's what I'm looking for, a Big Mac. Who's a better MC, Goku or Luffy? It's clearly Luffy. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Disappointing antagonist. What? I hope not. Oh my gosh. Tokyo Revengers. Gojo's 28? Oh my goodness. Drake. Usopp in every other fight. Usopp fighting Luffy. Usopp did really snap on fighting with Luffy. He was like garbage. And then when he fought Luffy, the man just like stepped up. He had like Conqueror's hockey going and stuff too. Not really, but you know what I mean. He was serious. Luffy should have clapped him like for real though. Fun fact, Doc Q is so sickly that you'd be surprised to find out he is 28 years old. Oh my gosh. I am very surprised to find out that he's only 28 years old. But nobody looks like their age in One Piece. It's kind of the thing. This is funny, sad, and worrying at the same time. Eyes in Attack on Titan, eyes on JJK, eyes on Chainsaw Man, eyes in Vinland Saga, eyes in Jigokakuru, eyes on my, oh my gosh. That guy needs to go to sleep for a year. Uchiha Sasuke. All right, I'm gonna pull out of the Twitters for a little bit. Yeah, so man, you know, wow, I'm coming up on 40 minutes. I might be able to do this actually. I've been on TikTok. But yeah, man. I'm excited. Tonight I'm probably gonna do another arc. So I've been watching arcs of Gintama. And so if you haven't watched Gintama or if you haven't started Gintama, I highly recommend doing it. And now look, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep it real. All right. This is a little bit of a confession. Casual confession right here. Your boy skipped part. All right. I found a guide that tells me which parts of Gintama are like what are the arcs, and I'm just watching the good ones. Ain't nobody got time for that. All right. But I still get it. I still understand why people like Gintama. Now, I might go back and rewatch all of it, but it's like 380 something episodes. It's a lot, and I don't want to watch it. Because the problem with Gintama is I enjoy the serious parts of Gintama. Serious Gintama is fun for me. Not serious Gintama is not fun for me. What? No, I don't know what you're saying. But yeah, so I'm gonna go back and oh, you're saying I might not I'm probably not gonna rewatch it. I mean, I did restart One Piece, so I rewatched One Piece from Thriller Bark all the way back up, and that was long. And I did it in like a month and a half, which I know nowadays people feel like that's not that fast. It was fast for me. I was watching a lot of episodes every single day. But One Piece is great. One Piece is amazing. It makes me sad that some people don't like One Piece, but at the same time, I'm not a big fan of sushi, you know, and sushi is probably like a universally loved food. It just everything is not for everybody. You know, I'm sure there's some people out there that don't like pizza. I don't understand how those people exist, but they got to be out there. I've never met anybody. In fact, let me know in the comment section. Have you ever met a person that doesn't like pizza? I've never met someone. But yeah. So I get it, man. You know, I don't like Vinland Saga. I don't think it's that good. And if I'm being really, really real, dropping like a insanely hot take, I don't understand why people love Cowboy Bebop so much. I think Spike's a good character. I think the theme song is great. Outside of that, what is it? It's kind of a weird show. That kind of flow, you know. It's not Beastars floaty, but it's come on. What is so good about Cowboy Bebop? I think that was like the first time like anime was becoming cool in America, and it was one of those things, like, oh well, this is cool. We kind of like this. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. There was a UFC event this weekend, but I didn't really watch much of it. A friend of mine had his UFC debut. Unfortunately, he didn't get the win. I thought he looked good. He just slipped, and it's like one mistake in the UFC. It's just such a high level. One mistake and it's over. But that's what makes you better. And I've competed 2 times this year. And everyone's always saying, "How did you get so much better?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know. I think that when you compete and you have to use all the skills that you've learned to survive, because if you lose, you're done. You don't get to restart. Lose, it's over." And so it brings all the skills that you practice into focus, because when you practice at the gym, if you make a mistake, you can restart. It's not like you lose and you go home for the day. It's like, oh, I messed up. I lost. Oh, I got tapped. Oh, I got submitted. Restart. You know, I've had times where I've said, oh, I lost first, but I won more times than I lost. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I beat somebody 10 times and they beat me one time, but that one time was first. If we were competing for real, I lost. I would have lost. And I would have went home and they would have kept going. So having that reality is what sharpens your skills, I think, personally. So I felt bad to see him lose, but at the same time, I know he's going to be back. I hope he's going to be back. I think he took the fight on like 5 days notice. So I think that, he looked out for them, so they're going to look out for him. And just got to it's not even a situation where I think he has to make adjustments. I just think next time he's going to be better. He's going to do better. He's got that first fight out, off his chest. And he's going to come back and he's going to bang, because he is a banger. Insanely good striker. And he seems to be taking it well. But yeah, I didn't watch much of UFC. I've been watching a lot of football, though. If you don't have NFL Red Zone, I think that like NFL Red Zone is like the next level. The only thing that's cooler than NFL Red Zone is if the NFL were to let people do like their own streams, and like so I could like stream NFL right now and give my own commentary. That would be dope. And I would watch like, it's kind of like Fight Companions. If you've seen Joe Rogan's Fight Companions, I think that's dope. Really, you don't even have to like stream, and I'm thinking about doing that tonight on Instagram. I'm thinking about getting on Instagram while I'm watching Monday Night Football and just talking along with it, I don't know. I don't know, man. I got ideas. And I'm going to be doing a lot more. Hey, how are you doing, Amanda? Thanks for stopping by the live. Yeah, I got tons of ideas, but I'm not thinking about, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to start a Discord whenever my TikTok gets to 100,000 followers, and or my YouTube channel gets to 10,000 subs, and or my Instagram gets to 10,000, which it seems like my Instagram will be getting to 10,000 before anything else happens. It just depends. This video is just so crazy viral. I'm doing good. I've been controlling my anger. Keep it calm and peaceful. Love that. I love that, man. I used to have a really, really, really bad temper when I was younger. But I put a lot of work in on that. And now I'm pretty chill. I do think that's tough, and that I'm struggling and getting better at is sometimes I would just suppress. You don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I would just like suppress it and just eat it up, and then it's just sitting in there and ready to explode. And so now I really work on just like dealing with it, thinking about it. Is it worth it? And now most times, 99 out of 100 times, it's not worth it to be angry. It's not worth it to get upset. So yeah, I just generally keep it moving. But yeah, I'm happy to hear that you're keeping it calm and peaceful. My big thing right now is I'm trying to keep it kind. I think that's what we're struggling with. I'm going to end this stream. Thank you, everybody that came to the stream. I'll be on tomorrow sometime. I don't know when. Definitely won't be as long because I'm going to be out of my spot. But please stop by tomorrow. I'll be live sometime. And until then, have a great day. And be sure to like, follow, and subscribe.